Alright, so what's going on, guys? I'm gonna open up the garage door here because I got some things I want to talk to you about. Welcome to the God Amigo garage. So I wanted to do a quick video because I haven't posted in a while, and I wanted to kind of give you guys an update on all the cars, and also give you an update on the life, on my life. And the reason why I haven't been posting is because during the review that I did for Victor and Victor's car, if you haven't checked that out, top right hand corner of your screen, if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out. But I actually was sick, and I was sick for about a week, and then inconvenient, bro, can't believe it. Sorry guys, I am a busy man at work, and that's another reason why I haven't been posting lately. That was a client wanting to purchase a car. So anyways, so my whole shebang here, my whole deal was that after I got sick, I got diagnosed with something that's hereditary, and it's not necessarily comfortable to talk about, so I'm not really going to get into detail about that. And it really brought me down, you know. It really put me in this mood where I didn't really want to do anything. I just wanted to focus on the bigger picture. I wanted to focus on work. I wanted to focus on my family, and let things simmer down for a little bit. So we're back. I want to break down to you all of the cars, right? So I wanted to kind of break down all of my cars, and I wanted to tell you guys what's going on, what are the plans, especially since it's winter and then we're kind of winding down here. It's going to be pretty big for the Skyline for the most part. The Civic, not so much. But I'm going to get into detail about that here in a little bit. So, first and foremost, I know you guys are asking about this Clementine. So, as you can see, I haven't driven her in a long time. You can see there's like rust on the brake rotors and everything, and it's not a pretty look. So I actually have two problems with this car now. You can see right here in the corner, right there. That's my battery, right there. There you go, my battery. So that is the battery from the Civic. The battery is actually taking a dump, and you guys know batteries are expensive, 150 to 200 bucks, and that's just not money I'm willing to spend right now. And then another problem this car has is brake pads. I need front brake pads, I need rear brake pads for the car, because they've already gone down to the point where it's starting to make noise, and that's an expensive brake setup I have in the front, and I don't want to ruin that. So I have stopped driving the car indefinitely until I can get that sorted, but the car is not going to be driven in the winter anyways, so I'm not really too worried about that. I had some parts for this car. I actually sold most of them, mainly because of the situation I was in at the time before H2O. I sold all the parts I had for it so I can make sure that I can fix the Skyline. The clutch went out literally the week before H2O, and I was short on cash. I needed to sell everything I had. I sold wheels, and not the RPF ones, but I sold wheels. I sold the HFP fronts. I sold a bunch of stuff for this car just so I can fund the clutch replacement for this car. It was not something I wanted to do. It was not something that was easy to do, but at the same time, I said, you know, I'm going to have plenty of time this winter and next year to get the car exactly where I want it to. So that's where we're at with Clementine. Now, the R32. Actually, before we get to the R32, because the R32, there's some goodies there that I kind of want to share, but we're going to get to my my sad, poor little daily driver here. If you guys don't know like what car this is, and if you're new to the channel, this is my 2005 Volkswagen Passat Turbo Diesel, dubbed the and I had to censor that because YouTube is really anal about their censorship. So anyways, so this car actually stopped working for a long time. We couldn't figure out what the issue was. I knew there was some sort of boost leak in the car, and we finally had some time after all the work that I did. I had to put a lot of stuff on hold just to diagnose this car, because I've been driving the truck as a daily driver, and as you guys know, trucks aren't fuel efficient, and it generally I don't like driving trucks. I don't like driving big cars. I don't know what it is. I hate driving big cars. I hate driving trucks, SUVs, whatever. But anyways, so We actually fixed the vacuum pump underneath all this stuff. The vacuum pump, there was a problem. There's a vacuum leak under there, and we thought that that was the issue. That was part of the issue, but the main issue was this. So this is the charge piping for the car that actually exits straight from the turbo and then goes to the intercooler. And with that being said, I'm going to use my little paper towel here because I don't want to get my fingers all dirty. But you can see there's a giant gaping hole there, like a giant tear, and there's a giant hole in it. I have a part ordered for that little intercooler piping. I got a piece from eBay, and then I'm gonna put that on the car, and then I actually have to run to the junkyard to get some pieces for this and get some pieces for this, because this I don't trust eBay parts, as you guys know. If you guys are familiar with the channel and this car in particular, we bought a timing belt kit from eBay for this car. Probably the worst mistake my dad probably ever made in this car that I didn't know about. It basically forced us to keep the car. Because I had so much money invested into it. But this car I'm really thankful for because it taught me a lot about cars. I took apart this car in a total of 7 times. Engine, transmission, the whole 9. I took it apart 7 complete times in the month of January. You know, I think it was December and January. Yeah, it was like half of December, half of January. We were just wrenching away at this car every day off I had. And we basically put 5 of these cars together and took apart 7 of them in the course of a month, which is pretty impressive. So anyways, the coup de grace, the R32. So this is Harley, my R32, and the last time you guys saw her was at H2O. We gotta go. There's a couple of problems with this car that I have now, besides the obvious, which are tires. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's chunks missing from it. If you guys didn't see me sending it, I sent it a few number of times. But there's like some stuff that are really nitpicky stuff like this. The paints are chipping from the wing, stuff like that. I want to pop the trunk. Actually, I'm going to show you guys the interior because I actually did change some stuff up here. Very minor stuff. So there's my radio up there. What I did was I got rid of the non-working radio underneath and actually replaced it with a N1 radio delete cubby. The cubbies that come on the GTR N1. So that way I can take off that ugly radio that didn't work. I threw that away. I also, here, let me open the trunk because I have some parts here in the trunk that I wanted to show you. So in the trunk we have all this mess here. There's a reason why it looks like this. I actually have some boxes in the driveway that I need to talk about. But this right here is the Type M rear pods that I got from Japan Parts Service. Honestly, when I ordered it from them, I thought it'd be in much better condition. But you know, what can I say? You get what you pay for. This part right here is actually cut. I'm not sure why. But I got those, so I need to paint those and put them on the sides here to make it at least look not so naked and actually hide the width of the tires a little bit more. But the tires I'm going to change up as well. I'm going to get a full set of 225s. I don't think I'm going to be running 235s. I think they're just too wide of a tire for this width of the rim. But yeah, so I got that. I have a full exhaust for the car. I'm not going to reveal what that is yet. I have a full turbo back that's going to be going on this car. And then I have tons of other stuff coming for it too, like a front mount intercooler, plenum swap, all that stuff. And then what I'm going to end up doing, replacing like these weather stripping stuff. You can see here on the interior, my interior piece for the driver's side is all messed up. It was just like the passenger side before, but I replaced the passenger side. I got to replace the driver's side now. I need a new steering wheel. I'm going to get a Nardi Personal for it with a quick release. I need new center vents as well. I'm going to be restoring this piece here. I know you can get it online, but I'd rather not spend $300 for something so freaking pointless. And then I also have to replace these little seals here. These little seals here for the weather stripping. That's really easy and really cheap to replace. And like I said, front mount. I'm actually going to remove the square fog lights from underneath the car. I'm actually going to sell them because I really don't like the way they look. I'm going to replace them with other fog lights. So watch out for that if you want to buy them. And that's pretty much it. So that is the update for all the cars here. Oh, I have some other goodies that I want to share with you as well. You see these 2 boxes right there. One has like little Japanese writing on it, so I have some goodies right there. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm going to spoil it for you guys. Let me go grab the box. So I actually got authentic HKS, I think they're Hypermax drag coilovers for the car. I still have yet to figure out how the hell to lower this thing, actually. But, yeah, so I have these coilovers that I bought used from a gentleman in the Outsider Skylines forum. Shout out to you, you know who you are. And yeah, authentic HKS stuff. And I can't wait to get these cleaned up and put in the car. They came in a Cusco box. I'm assuming he switched to Cusco coilovers or something like that. But yeah, I got HKS coilovers for the GTST. That's exciting. Tons of other neat stuff planned for this car. I think I'm not really going to spoil it too much. I think I already gave a lot of stuff away for the R32. This is my main focus for this winter. So if you're looking forward to footage on this car I already enjoy driving as the way it sits. It doesn't really matter what wheels are on it. It's an enjoyable car to drive, period. So to drive this thing and to pay attention to this thing, it's kind of pointless because there's not really a lot that needs to be done compared to this car. Kind of want to invest a little bit of my time on this, and hopefully you guys can respect that. So that's all my cars really put together here for you. Hope you guys are excited for this as much as I am. I can't wait to put this car together this winter. It's gonna be a hell of a roller coaster because as soon as the parts come in for this car and I get this car situated and it's on the ground and it's running, this car is gonna move over here. It's gonna be up on jack stands, and then we are going to work our way into it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me updating you on all the cars. I know that you guys hate these talking videos and you're just like, I just work on your cars. It's easier said than done, to be honest. Especially when you work in the field that I work in, where you're constantly busy. It doesn't really matter what day it is, what time it is. It's just, I mean, I'm gonna get out of this business soon. I can promise you guys that. As soon as I have everything financially taken care of, then you know I'm gonna get into a field where it's easier for me to take off, and I'm gonna have more days to enjoy working on my cars, giving you guys content, the whole 9. So I want to thank every single one of you for being as patient as you have been, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying all the videos I've been putting out. But trust me, stay tuned. Got tons of stuff planned. Like, I'm not kidding. I got parts and stuff coming in. Go down to my Instagram and on my Twitter. That's where you'll get a lot of the up-to-date updates. Like I posted a lot about this car, updating you on Instagram. I posted a lot about Clementine, updating you on Instagram, and this car too. So that's the way you get to keep up to date on all of my builds to the second, right? Because I can't really invest a lot of time on YouTube right now, and because of everything I just said. But anyways, it's been your boy, Liga. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter for updates, and I'm out. Peace.